Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the Dialogue Hub podcast with me, Yasmin. I'm so glad you're here in this episode because we are going to be talking about some of the most exciting topics. Well, it could be at the same time a little bit overwhelming because every time you try to skip these titles because you think that you are afraid, but you have to watch it because it's absolutely necessary. That's what I did. I stepped over my fears and then I start to notice progress. But before that, we've all experienced those moments of self-doubt when we absolutely feel incapable or unworthy of achieving incredible or significant things. Personally, for me, one of the biggest challenges that I faced was the fear of not being good enough or the fear of public speaking, especially when I was on the verge of expressing my thoughts in a wide range of audience, and then I felt like they're hearing me and I'm being judged. That was overwhelming. I know we've all been through those different processes, different levels of stresses, but that's all right. And one of the promises that I made to myself, especially during the times that I was a little afraid of doing things, not to let my fear hold me back. And today I'm proud to say that not only have I conquered those feelings and those fears, but I've also begun to go on debates. Well, this was one of the things that I thought I'm not gonna make it happen because I was simply afraid. And here is how I made it happen. Acknowledging fear. The first and most crucial step was to admit my fears instead of avoiding it. And I started to confront it by simply asking questions like, why do I feel this way? What is the worst that could happen? But then I realized that the lack of confidence and preparation was the actual problem. Simply by understanding the cause root of my problems, I felt a little less overwhelmed and I felt that my shoulders are a little too light right now. And I started to go toward my goal and toward something that I was passionate my whole life about it. And let's not forget that big transformation did not actually need quite of a big dramatic actions. You have to take it small. You have to take it small because simply sometimes we are visioning it like perfection. That's what I used to think, and that's what I used to aim for. I used to think that if I go for perfection, I would make the best progress ever, or I would make the most out of it. But then I realized that it was not perfection who helped me to go for what I want. It was consistency and practice. And like the wise saying goes, practice makes progress. If we consider that the consistency is the only way to improve, then we start to improve both internally and physically. And for the very last part, reflecting on the journey. Looking back, I realized how much this journey has shaped me. Overcoming the fear of not being enough wasn't just about public speaking. It was about proving to myself that I could achieve anything I set my mind to. Participating in debate has become one of the most valuable experiences of my life. It taught me resilience, adaptability, and the importance of self-belief. Today, I no longer shy away from opportunities to speak or share my ideas. Instead, I embrace them with confidence. That's what I highly encourage you to do. But it's not an advice, it's a friendly request because it's not really cool being in a comfort zone that is filled with fears and things that you haven't experienced before and you think it's scary. No, it's not. You have to step out of your comfort zone and you will see that how much the world is beautiful. For the final thoughts, if you are struggling with the fear of not being enough, I want you to know that you are not alone. This fear is a natural part of growth, but it doesn't have to define you. Start small, invest in yourself, and practice consistently. Remember, progress is more important than perfection. Each step you take brings you closer to your goal and what you want to do. And when you look back one day, you will be amazed at how far you've come. So take the first steps today. You are enough, and your potential is limitless. Thank you everyone for watching and being till the very end of the video with me. I hope you've learned something at least new today, but do not forget to share, subscribe, especially share with somebody who you think needs a little encouragement tonight. Thank you so much for listening. Take care.